So I don't typically redo furniture. Usually I tell people that I won't do it, or I'll just give them a price to where it's just not worth it. But every now and then have somebody ask me to do something and I'm willing to do it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to refinish the table. The last table I did, I don't know what finish was on it, but it was like super gummy, so I ended up having to use stripper. But I've already tested a spot on here. This one should be pretty easy. I can sand it with 120 grit. The table has two leaves that pop up, and clearly something has been spilled here in the past. I'm going to have to sand this all the way down through the stain and restain it. Typically, it's hard to refinish tables without going all the way down. I mean, if one has minor scratches and stuff like that, you might can, but for this table with the damage on it, I'm going to take it all the way down, restain it, and put a couple coats of lacquer on it. I should be able to sand this thing down with 120 grit sandpaper, and I'll go up in the grits to 150 and probably stop at around 180, and then do a couple coats after that. I understand everybody doesn't have sprayers and use lacquer like I do, so the techniques I'm using can also be applied to brushing on acrylic latex finishes. In my case, I'm a woodworker, so I'm going to use what I got. I ended up going down to 80 grit. It was a little tougher than I thought. One thing you guys need to remember, switch paper a lot when you're doing this. That stuff gets in the grooves and you're just going to burn through a lot of paper. I actually use serious grit paper. They are not paying me to say this. This is just the best sandpaper on the market. I don't use anything else. I'm exclusively serious grit. I found them a couple years ago. If you haven't tried serious grit, unreal. It is a complete game changer. First sand is done. Like I said, this is 80 grit. I got most of the color out, still a little blotchy, but I'm gonna hit it with 120 and then probably skip straight to 180, and then it'll be ready for stain. If you can see, it is a little blotchy. That's just a little bit of the stain that I didn't quite get out. I will say, it's a very nice table. It's very old, classic construction. This is gonna look really good when I get done. So my mic died. I hate when that happens. So I used to work at a paint store. I got pretty good at this. First try. That is provincial cut with some paint thinner. If you can see there, I nailed that color. Absolutely nailed that color. Look at that. Just about perfect. Although I could tell the color was right, the table really wanted to soak up some stain. I could really tell, so I was really careful not to put too much on there. You can tell here I kind of went fast. I didn't really let it soak in too much because I could tell that the table wanted some more stain. So I went pretty quickly. Table looks pretty good. Stain match. I think it'll look even better once I put the clear on it. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen so many DIYers think that this is it. Table's done. Like, stain is not the final coat. You've got to protect the table. With that being said, after you apply stain, technically it needs to air out. So right now it's breathing. The last thing you want to do is come over this with any kind of clear. It says wait an hour, I think, but I typically just don't do it until the next day. I'm pretty much done for today, and the next step will be spraying a sealer on it, and then over top of that with a finish coat. My mic died again. So this is me spraying with my Fuji Spray Mini Mic 4. Absolutely incredible. Love this sprayer. have no complaints. I've done a full video review on this sprayer. Best thing I've ever added to my shop. You can see there, first coat of sealer looks pretty good. After that, you want to sand it pretty good. I like to sand my first coat pretty aggressively. Get everything scratched up, cleaned up. This is a 400 grit sandpaper. Thank you guys so much for watching. As you can see, this table turned out absolutely perfect. I'm so glad I was able to redo this table for this family. I don't always like redoing furniture, but in a case like this, I'd say it worked out pretty good. If you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll try to do more videos like this.